Hello and welcome to more Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Last time we leveled up, did this first half of the Maze Palace, and I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a game over. You can see I've still got a couple of lives, or actually I already got the game over, and I'm back in the palace right here. But one thing I noticed is for some reason my colors are all messed up on my NES right now. Apparently it does not like being left on 24/7, so I'm gonna go ahead and reset my console and see if that fixes things here. Oh, by the way, if we want to actually save the game, it's the exact same as it was back in Zelda 1. We actually have to press up and A while paused on the second player controller. So we have to plug in player 2, press up and A while the game is paused, and then go back to player 1, and then press select and choose save. So kind of complicated, but there you go. Okie dokie, after resetting my game, it looks like the colors are back to normal, so my poor NES. Well, eventually it will not have to be on all the time. But with the first half of the Maze Palace done, I'm gonna go right back to it because the fork in the road that leads to the second half is pretty much right at the start of the dungeon. Well, we're back inside the dungeon. I already took a hit from this guy. He would have drained a little bit of my experience if I actually had any, but we don't. Now, there is quite a bit left to the dungeon, and I probably could level up if I killed everything, maybe, but that'll make things quite a bit more difficult, and I don't know for sure if I'll get there, so for the most part, I'm probably going to be skipping most of the enemies, or I'm not going to go out of my way to kill them, I should say at the very least, especially the Wizrobes, because while they are worth quite a bit, they just cost so much magic to use, and I just don't think I'll have that magic to make use of. Or, let me go ahead and get the jump spell out so I can actually go up here and get this key, and I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but if with your magic bar, the one segment is actually 16 mana points. So if you've ever wondered how the number relates to the bar, it's 16 per bar. So you can see like a spell like Shield or Jump that costs 16, it takes 1 bar. And now with level 6 magic, Reflect costs 2 bars. Life is still 50, so it still costs a gosh dang a lot. And we've got an elevator right there. We will go down in a bit, but let's go over to the left first. And like I said, I'm not going to go out of my way to kill these guys. Those enemies kind of a pain in the butt, so we're just going to go ahead and skip them. I'm going to go use my shield right here because we will have some more of those guys. I will go ahead and kill them in this room just because they're kind of in the way. So just see if I can get them. How many swings? Okay, 3 swings with level 6 attack there. Now let's just go right down. We don't have to worry about those crazy red shooty bullet head things, so we can just go directly down to it. And we can just work our way back out. Now, if you do want to try to get experience here, there is another guy down that way, so you can go fight him as well, but I'm just going to skip over him. And of course, you can see down there is a point bag. I might as well go and grab it, but again, I'm not going to be leveling up before the end of this, so not really that big of a deal, but it's down there, so we might as well go and grab it. So now that we got the key, let's go back, and we'll go right back to where the elevator was. And I almost dodged that. His attacks will actually kind of boomerang back towards him, so eventually you don't have to jump over him. Let me go ahead and use the life spell. I know it's pretty early, but yeah, I've taken quite a few hits right here. So now that we're down the elevator, I believe I want to go to the right first. I think we might have some Wizrobes. If we do, now it looks like we're good. But if we did, I would have just skipped them. Now inside this room, I'm going to go ahead and use the jump spell because this is a room where we've got the dragon heads. And they love to appear directly over pits. So if you just jump normally, they're probably going to hit you and you'll die. So I'm just using the jump spell just to have a little bit of leeway right there. So I'll jump way over the pits and hopefully won't get just knocked right into it. Yeah, you can see it just lines up a lot better. You just jump right over them super easily. And there we go. We got the key and we got a red potion, so we're back to full. Okay, there's the Wizrobes. But I'm just going to go ahead and not deal with them. Hopefully the tin suits won't be too big of a pain in the butt. And okay, well, one thing I should mention is even if we don't have the reflect spell on, you can still reflect, or not reflect, but you can still block the Wizrobe magic. But here we've got some folly blocks. Here we go. Let's just not get dead. Oh boy. Okay, sick. There's no point bags on that one, I guess. So we'll just go down to the elevator and keep going. We're getting pretty close to the end now. So let's open up this right here. We could use our jump spell to go up top to fight those guys, but they'll also drop down. We can also go up there for a point bag, but once again, just not super worried about it. I'll just go ahead and kill these guys just because, but not a whole lot of reason to. There we go. I'll go ahead and use another life spell right there. We've got a lot of magic now, so I can actually use 2 life spells and still have a little bit to spare. And here we're going to have some red iron knuckles, which aren't that big of a deal now. The only ones I don't like are the blue ones that throw their weapon. Those CRUDs are gosh dang annoying as heck, but all the other ones are really just not that big of a deal. And that's pretty much it for that room, so we'll just keep going here. And from this point, we're at the boss, but I want to go and use my reflect spell before we get into this because it's going to be very important for the boss fight. But this is probably the easiest boss in the game. So we start the fight. I'm just going to go run into a corner and sit here and reflect. It'll reflect his magic. He'll teleport all over the place. But the thing is, as long as he does not teleport to this particular spot like that, I guess, we won't take any damage. And even if he does happen to teleport here, it's just probably not going to happen enough for it to really make too big of a difference. And just like that, we win! We just go duck in a corner, and the fight is over. And you can see I got over 1,000 experience for doing that dungeon. If I killed everything, maybe 2,000, but just nowhere near enough to level up, so I don't really regret skipping all that stuff. But let's... Oh, gosh dang. Let's go place the crystal up in here. Sometimes when I'm doing commentary, I salivate very heavily, and sometimes it makes it way down my windpipes, but that's fine. Oh my god, what the crap was that? Alright, the cat knocked the game controller off of the desk, no big deal, but we got a level up right here. Let's go use that on magic, bringing it up to level 7, so let's go see what our spells cost now. You can see life still costs 50, Fairy still costs 40, but Reflect is down to 24. Fire, well, I think Fire is already 16, but Jump is down to 12, so some stuff is definitely getting more reasonable, especially the Reflect spell, but that is going to... Why is she doing that? Now she knocked off my Wii U gamepad. What are you doing, cat? I guess that's going to be her new hobby, is pressing things off of the desk or pushing things off the desk for no particular reason. They're just kind of sitting there. She just jumps up and pushes them off for some reason. Oh, now she's gonna jump away. Okay, just being a jerk today, huh? Okay, we're good. The cat just wanted to go out of the office, so, well, she's out now. Anyways, let's go and head directly to the next palace, actually. This is the spot where I would have got the extra life. We already got that, though. So now let's pretty much just head straight down. We have to go a little bit to the side just because there's some tiles we can't walk on, but somewhere down here we'll eventually be able to walk over. I think this is the spot. And there we go. There's really nothing between the Maze Palace and the Ocean Palace, so let's just go get started. Now, we're not going to do the whole thing today, but we'll do a chunk of it. So here we've got another statue, but in this dungeon, there is nothing in there. So, oh well, I'm so used to getting the red potion from that, but not this time, so you can't play around that. But we'll just go right down into the dungeon here, and there's only really one path we can take, so let's go ahead and take that. Now, this dungeon's gonna have some familiar faces as far as enemies are concerned. Wow, do these guys only take one swing now? Well, there you go, level 6, these guys die in one hit. Also, there's nothing inside these blocks. Trust me, I've checked every single one of them. Ooh, but I will grab that. I'm not sure if I'll level up by the end of this dungeon either, but we'll see. But yeah, this dungeon has some familiar faces, but it also has some new stuff that's going to be pretty challenging that we'll be getting to. First off, let's go ahead and kill this guy. It probably won't take too long. There we go, not too bad at all. I mean, it is only 50, but when it's that easy, it's just worth doing. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and use the fairy spell to get up here, but as far as I know, I don't know any way to get out of the... Whoops, I just used it again. Well, that was a waste, but I don't know any way to get out of fairy. Maybe there's some button you can press to do that, but I think you just have to go all the way over here and then go back to get that key. And we will be wanting that key. We could use the fairy spell to get through a locked door later, but I think it's just more worthwhile to go ahead and take the time to grab it here. Die! Die! Please die! There we go. Okay, I think I'll kill the other one as well just because it's here, so let's just line this up just right. And that was not right at all. Oh, come on. Okay, I got him. So let's go to the next screen now. Now that we have the key, we should be able to go. So we'll just jump up here. I think there's going to be a point bag. Oh, we've got Medusa heads. Do we got point bags and Medusa heads? Or I guess dragon heads. Dragon heads are the actual name. Medusa head is just a Castlevania thing, but they pretty much are Medusa heads, let's be honest. Okay, so now we're gonna have these blocks, and again, we're gonna have another familiar face. We've already seen plenty of red iron knuckles. They're super easy to deal with. Dropping a red potion for me, which is awesome. And of course, we've got the droppy things again, which once again can drop the blue drops, which will drop a blue slime. But with that, we were just through that area very, very easily. But down here is where things get tricky. We've got these enemies. These are sorcerers. They teleport around like wizrobes, but instead of shooting a spell we can reflect, they shoot this little fireball. Now, they're not that hard to kill. The problem is we have to almost predict where they're going to appear because they only show up for like a split second. So we pretty much have to go and attack them right away. Yeah, like that's just way too far away. But it is worth killing them because they're going to be worth 200 experience. Yeah, look how fast you have to be. You basically have to predict it. Oh, come on. Yes, we got him. All right. And just like that, 200 experience. So good. And these guys are just so easy to deal with now. This is awesome. These little guys, we can just jump and stab on them. Yeah, I guess... Oh, it's going to go for the double kill. Didn't quite get it, but we'll go back for it. You know what? I'll go ahead and use a life. It's not going to restore that much, but I guess we'll make use of that blue potion there. I mean, the blue potion only restores, I think, 1 bar, but Now, over here, I kind of goofed. We're not supposed to go this way. This is actually a dead end, so pretend that never happened. Of course, you could go over here just for the little bits of experience, but yeah, this is actually a dead end, so I just completely goofed. I'm so used to going right after going down an elevator, but yeah, just don't even bother going that way. Once you go down the elevator, you can go over and kill the sorcerer, but after that, let's just head to the left. We've got another sorcerer over here, though. Let me go ahead and kill this before we kill the sorcerer. Wow, actually, I think we got a hit on him right there because he landed right beneath me. Wow, he does it again. All right, that was awesome. We're already over 1,000 experience, so I'll probably get a level up before we're done with this place. This is a pretty long dungeon. Now, right here, we're gonna have this Minecraft section where these gravel blocks are gonna be falling down, and eventually we're gonna have to build a staircase out of these to reach that key. Or we could use the ferry, but again, I don't know if we can exit the ferry, so I don't think we can grab that key if we do that. But we've got a pretty good little block set right here. I want to keep some blocks above my head, that way they don't fall directly on me. I don't know why they're not falling right here. That's kind of strange. But of course we got this guy who's going to be a total jerk. Okay, so we got a few more blocks up there now. Wait for the fire to go away. Let me see if I can... Gosh dang it, I'm trying to hit that guy, but it's just not working out so well. Gosh dang it, all the blocks dropping directly on me. Okay, there we go. Let's just break the one directly above my head. Break that one, and wow, okay, I guess it'll let me just go inside that little gap. And if we go, right over here, we can grab the key. Now, once you're up here, we can actually just jump up top, I think. Probably need a running start for that. Oh, almost had it. Oh, thank you, game. It'll just build a little staircase for me. And we can just go right across. And I guess that guy is going to survive this round. But we've got the return of some very weak enemies right here. Although with level 6 magic, they take the same hits as a red one. We'll go ahead and get this. We'll go ahead and use shield while we're at it. So we'll heal and use a shield. All we've got to really fight is another one of these guys, but we might as well use shield just in case I happen to take some damage. Got a few of those guys, but they're just so easy to deal with, it does not even matter. But I guess at this elevator, I'm gonna go ahead and call things a day here. We've got quite a lot left of this dungeon. I'll try to tackle it all next time and see if we can finish off the Ocean Palace. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care!